Hello, Professor. My name is Saeed Alqahtani. I represent about expanding to Singapore and training and management. The component I will talk about compare and contrast business related difference between United States and Singapore and a typical component of training and management development and consideration when expanding from United States to Singapore. Also, recommendation on training implementation, pros and cons of expansion, recommendation on the type of expansion and business structure. Business related difference between the United States and Singapore, the employment law. The Employment Law Act Singapore and labor law in United States aim to regulate various aspects of the employment relation include terms of employment, working condition, wage, and the right and the responsibility of employer and employees. The main difference between the Employment Act in Singapore of employment law in United States uh, lays in their scope, content and the legal frameworks within which way they are operating, reflecting the unique socio-economic context, labor market dynamic, and legal tradition of each respective country. Regulation and labor standards in Singapore are characterized by centralized legal framework with no statutory minimum wage, while United States regulation vary widely by state, income-based minimum wage law, diverse employment contract, and vary provision for working hours, termination, and collective bargaining. Both Singapore and the United States have comprehensive labor regulation prohibiting discrimination, ensuring workplace safety, establishing minimum employment standard, and recognizing worker right to join union and engage in collective bargaining. A standard of ethical business practice. Both Singapore and the United States have a strong rule for fair business practice, with Singapore focusing on guidelines like uh, Code of Corporate Governance and strict anti-corruption law, while the United States relies on various federal regulation to ensure company behave ethically. Culture, both have diverse culture and influence globally, but Singapore mix come from its close proximity to uh, different ethnic groups like Chinese, Malay, and India. While the United States diverse come from people move there from all the over world, making its culture even more across its large size. The language English is the primary language spoken in both United States and Singapore, and the socio-economic Singapore known for its advanced economy and emphasis on trade, finance, technology, differs from the United States, uh, a large country with a diverse economy, a greater economy inequality, and different social welfare system, and the physical distance between Singapore and the United States approximately 9,500 uh, miles. Singapore is typically ahead of Eastern Time by 13 hours. Training and management development key component. First, identifying training needs. Assess specific area or skill where employee require training, understanding understanding their current role and future. growth potentially. Setting goal and objective define clear uh, training objective aligned with the business goal. Select opportunity methods such as workshop, e-learning, on-the-job training, or mentoring. Execute the training plan, ensure active participation and engagement, and measure the effectiveness of training through performance metrics and feedback. And continuously mentor and adapt training program to meet a evolving business requirement. Training management consideration when expanding. Culture different in United States and emphasize on personal success, whereas Singapore it's more about maintaining harmony with the group. This can affect the way training is delivered and received. Legal different, the United States follow common law system with extensive procedural right, while Singapore operate under a mixed legal system emphasizing public order and business-friendly regulator environment. This can impact the way training is delivered and the type of training that are required. The language, while English is widely spoken in Singapore, there are other languages such as Mandarin and Malay and Tamil, considering a language training program to enhance communication skill. A recommendation be consist or implement different in training. The company should take a customized approach to learn. The company should take a customized approach to training in each country, but maintain consistency with the company goals and objective. Notable different deliver training in local language and adapting content to reflect local culture, norm, repetition. Pros and cons of expansion. Singapore serves as a gateway to Asian market and also renowned for its pro-business policy, low tax, and efficient regulatory framework. Singapore has highly educated population. Singapore also has the world-class infrastructure. The cons of expansion in Singapore. Singapore is known for its high cost of living. Market in some market in Singapore is the market in Singapore is highly competitive. Adapting the local culture and business practice can be challenging. Overall recommendation from HR standpoint, um, buy a new business already running in the country to use it, its setup, staff, and customer. It reduce the risk of the starting refresh in a new market. And let each country branch have some freedom to adjust to local need, but keep overall direction and help from headquarters. Success rely on three fundamental factors, regardless of path chosen. Have a clear HR strategy in place, recognizing accommodation culture, legal and different in business, ensure alignment with the company goals and objectives. And this is my end of the presentation. Thank you for listening.